moving or not moving, I did not say it right. It doesn't matter to me. You say car is moving, I must say car is moving. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like car is moving, I will say something. It is not what you said me. So from that point of view, the grammar connotation, the artificiality that you must say, subject, object, verb, past tense, present tense, you know what I'm saying? Time factors, right? So they said that those are unnecessary. Do you understand? Our time, it doesn't die. Eternity of it. Each letter is eternal. Do you understand conceptually? So you don't say, I'm gone, but I'm going. You don't go, right? So that concept is wrong. So you can say that so basically there are two different things here. One is cosmological and one is temperamental. That is his physical object, he's not there, he's gone outside and so on, I describe it. Rabbi, who used to sit here, I don't see him here, most likely he's outside. But Rabbi is gone as a sentence is wrong, because he can't go anywhere. What happens? I just don't happen to see him. Do you understand? That's different than he's gone. So whatever your object as a karta, you know what I'm saying? So you can express. The following is my perception of this. But I said, no, don't you know Rabbi is not there today? That's a youth thing. I don't know. Do you understand? I don't know. Big concept. Big concept. God created the earth. So you say God created the earth. You will say, no, I don't know. I just don't know. What do you mean don't know? Who are you? How are you created? I don't know. So to take that, because you do not know, hence this is true. Right? So that they objected. Ignorance is not plugged in through some assumption. Ignorance is an open-ended question. Do you understand? So that kind of things developed, and that's very fundamental to creation of the alphabet. So once these letters are discovered, actually, he's doing a little project for us to see whether we can track how the letters came to be. But suppose we have these letters, and the letters can have these many dimensions. Letters are my fundamental skills of expressing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my skills of saying. But those skills will be different to different people. Which means my car is not your car. And your car is not his car. His car is not her car. So there could be myriads of cars. So what to write? Which car is right?
You're also touching upon Nagari as urban and suburban.
I'll come to that. But here I'm saying that to say why writing becomes difficult. Because nothing to capture. You know, I mean, there's no standard car. Right? So basically, once I empower, all people can do their sounds. Right? So which means whatever you say, that is your car. I don't say this is my car, you reproduce it. Do you understand? There's no slavery. You are empowered. You say, no, I call the other one car. It's okay. That's only level. So which means that probably shows why for a long time they did not write. Because writing was just not possible. Number one is Vak as an object has many dimensions and has many functions. So it has a lot of dynamics to it when Ka produces, and hence you can't just simply say that this is what it is. And once you say that, you are reading it, you are reproducing it rather than creating it. So, however, after the Greeks apparently came, Asoka's time and post-Asoka, when this thing, and I think probably Asoka is the first time where we see some of these so-called scripts, and people say that, Buddha, so Buddha violated a lot of things, right? And he fundamentally violated onto this first. Because when they say like the sound has no formation, I can't this thing. So he wanted to say what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to find a way to write it. Because he didn't care that, they're doing Vedas or something like that. He just, okay? So most likely. And so the Buddhist monks, which are very bright, good people, and they invented the script. The Vedic people did not allow, because of the philosophicalism, did not get into script writing because they can't contain it. But so Buddhists because also Buddhists were busy, they want to write it down, they want to document. Why document?
Next generation.
No, not necessarily. Document because Buddha realized that that people, this oral literature that's happening and so on, they are not going out. Buddha was a missionary. Vedic people are not missionaries. Missionary in the sense to go and tell other people. You know what I'm saying? That this is what it is. And how do you go? You can't tell that fellow, the Pandits and so on, go. So you have to have some kind of a way to communicate.
Spread out message.
Sort of teaching it and so on. So like that. And so they did this, so it seems that at that time 64 kinds of script developed in different parts of India. In 3rd, 4th century BC. You know what I'm saying? And out of that, one script called Brahmi, which kind of stayed on. Now Brahm, so when I said before the Phoenician script, right? So they had the wrong sounds, but they had the script. That means they might say desk, and from the desk you get the d sound. You know what I'm saying? And dub, so boy or book sound. Book is another letter, okay? But so by that they were kind of going to connect the letters. You know what I'm saying? And then they will make by virtue of they can make a stone and they can make etching. Right? So those etchings and those consonant sounds, they kind of moved. We believe. And they reached India, they became Brahmi. But those Brahmi letters got connected to the Indian sounds. Do you understand? Indian sounds, and so they will call day or duck or something like that, so we will call it da. Do you understand? So that the transformation took place. Alright? So Panini is the man who, so once the Panini's grammar and this classification took place and elaboration took place, so then most likely the writing as an exercise became more active. Right? You follow? But Nagari script did not really happen until 1,000 years later. So when we say Nagari, so the what they did was, it is India's invention. By that time they had discovered that the in Vedic words have consonants and vowels mixed together. You understand? Unlike the pure consonant words that Phoenicians were using. In the Phoenician and Hebrew and so on, they have only consonant letters. The vowels are assumed. They don't make diacriticals. You understand? So they're not attached to it. Even now presently, so sometimes the Roman script they use, and they say that, so KR, so Krit let us say, You know, Krit. So let us say, so question is whether, so when they say, Devanagari writes Ka, Ra, and they have a complete, E should not be with Ka, E should be with Ra. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of phonetic difficulties they fall into. So that is a different question. What that happened was, like once the English people dominated or Western civilization got into different places, they tried to map the sounds of other languages into English. So what you read in the linguistics books and so on is not like how the Sanskrit should be done. It's like how an Englishman will do that. Do you understand? To map the Sanskrit into P, K, Q, like that. So it's not that this sounds like a P. You know what I'm saying? But, so all that puzzle is Panini. You understand? I want you to be impressed on it. That is, the linguistics did not exist. No Greeks did it, nobody else did it. You know what I'm saying? The only linguist in the world is due to Panini. Everything else follows from it. But then, however, these words that we're using, palatal, glossal, this thing, they're all Panini words. You know what I'm saying? The physiology of it. They don't exist honestly in the Western languages. You know what I'm saying? But they force it. D, B, and so on, because they don't have a B sound or D sound. Do you understand what I'm saying? So however they made a connections and things like that. So that's a different linguistic theory. But this is alphabets, so that becomes Nagari. And Nagari has, so what we'll do is, I think I would like you to open the book and recognize them. And then you let us go by line or something. I think we'll go to many drills now, okay? Many drills of, so we'll go like like that, okay? We know